Episode 1, Season 2 of The Last of Us finally came out. So excited. I love this show so much. Let's talk about it. Spoilers ahead. If you haven't seen it already, please feel free to come back later. Season 2 basically opens where we left off in Season 1. Ellie and Joel are on that hill. Ellie's asking Joel, "Do you swear what you told me is true?" Joel hesitantly goes, "I swear." And Ellie knows, like, something's off. He's not telling her the full truth about what happened, and she walks away. We are finally introduced to Caitlin Deaver's character, Abby. I know she's going to be very instrumental in this season. She is staring at the graves of all the people that Joel basically murdered. She's mourning them. It's clear that she has, like, a connection to someone that has been buried there. She's talking with her friends. Abby basically lets the viewers know, hey, I'm after Joel. I'm going to go get Joel. We're going to find him. That's my mission in life. And the people that are with her are like, let's go get him. So we know for sure she is after Joel. She's after blood. Basically says she wants to kill him slowly and make him suffer. I feel like the people in her group are kind of hesitantly like, sure, let's go get him. But like, she means business. There's a time jump. We've learned that it's 5 years in the future now. Joel and Ellie have been living at the settlement in Jackson, Wyoming. We do see Ellie kind of sparring with another man. They're going back and forth. See Ellie now, she's older, she has tattoos. She does seem a little rough around the edges. This seems like a really good community, but she seems a little hesitant to like really like get into the community. Clearly she's been through a lot of trauma, so I don't blame her, but like she just seems like she's going through some stuff and she doesn't seem as connected into the community as one might hope. We also see Joel. He is older now. I love the scene with his little glasses. That was really cute. We see like he seems to be dealing with a lot of guilt. There seems to be a rift between Joel and Ellie. Ellie kind of is very cold to him, not very kind. We do find out Joel is in therapy, and like the therapist is like, big whoop, your 19-year-old daughter doesn't want to talk to you. Oh well. But like clearly Ellie knew he was keeping something from her, and he's kept the secret from her to protect her, and clearly like what he's done is probably eating him up inside. But I'm proud of him for going to therapy. That's nice. His therapist, played by the amazing Catherine O'Hara, knows something is wrong and knows that he's keeping something from her. We do have an interesting moment between Gail, his therapist, and Joel. She's drinking whiskey. She basically says that she hates Joel because he killed her husband of 41 years. This is like her first birthday without her husband. You can tell, like, obviously Joel probably had a reason for doing that. He probably had to do it. But it's just interesting, like this relationship seems kind of complex, and I guess we'll learn more about it later. Like poor Joel, he's going through it. He's like trying to connect to Ellie. He's trying to connect to the people around him. He has different ideals than some of the people in the community. Like he is working as like a handyman. He's building houses. He's trying to like make more homes for people. His sister-in-law and him have a moment where she basically is like, hey, you need to hurry up. There's more and more people keeps coming into the town. We need to make room for them. And he's like, you got to take care of your own first. We can't just let everyone in here. His sister-in-law's like, yeah, we have to let people in here. Like, you know, it's a community. I'm sure that's going to come back later. Like Joel, I think he's doing his best, but clearly he's like dealing with the guilt of what he's done and the lack of connection between him and Ellie. Ellie and Tommy are out like basically doing target practice with a few infected people that they see out in the open. Ellie's having a conversation with Tommy, letting him know that she is less than happy that she's been taken off of patrols. She wants to go patrolling. It only makes sense because she is the only one that's immune to the virus. Tommy kind of lets her know, like, you know, Joel didn't really want that. They talk about like her immunity and how it's a secret no one else knows, and she just starts like screaming like, I'm immune, and Tommy's like, shut up. See later on that she's basically been invited to go on a patrol. We're introduced to Dina. She seems like a wonderful character. Ellie clearly has a crush on Dina. They kind of have a discussion about Dina has like an on-again, off-again boyfriend. They have a discussion about how like there's only like one other lesbian there, and Ellie's like, been there, done that, not interested. They talk about going to the New Year's Eve dance. Dina asks Ellie to go with her, and Ellie kind of agrees. They go on patrol. They're basically told, like, if you run into anything, come back and report it. But of course, Ellie goes out with this group and Dina, and they come across a bunch of blood on the floor. She just kind of takes it upon herself to just forge ahead, even though the person who's like the leader of the group tells her like, hey, we need to go back and report this. But no, her and Dina go forward. They find a supermarket, and clearly there's some infected inside. They say, you know, we're just going to hop in there and take care of that. All the others hang out outside, but then they get in there. Ellie falls through the ceiling and she lands in the supermarket area. This was a terrifying scene because there's something in there. There's an infected woman in there, but she does not move like the normal infected would. She seems like she's planning. She seems like really like calculated. She's basically hunting Ellie, and she ends up attacking her and biting Ellie. Ellie is saved by Dina. She conceals the fact that she was bit by this person, and they go to the council. They report to the council what they've seen and like what this woman was doing, how she just seemed different than the others. But Ellie kind of conceals what happened to her personally. She goes home and she cleans her wound. You see Joel connecting with her, like he goes to her house, he takes her guitar and he's like, I'm gonna restring this for you, and he leaves. He's just really trying, and Ellie is just like completely closed off to him. Makes me very sad. You get the sweet scene at the dance. Ellie comes to the dance and Dina's dancing with all these other guys, but she sees Ellie, she brings her into a slow dance and they kiss, like they share a moment. Ellie seems like completely caught off guard. Dina seems like she's been wanting to do that for a while. We do get like a strange moment of like homophobia from some guy that's at the dance that basically calls them a slur. Unfortunately, Joel steps in when he probably shouldn't have, because Ellie's about to defend herself and Joel like pushes the guy down and tells him to get out of there. But Ellie's mad at Joel because she wanted to defend her own honor, and Joel's like, okay, sorry. And we see later on she's walking home from the dance. Joel is on his porch, you know, playing the guitar, and it seems like a moment that Ellie might go up to Joel and they might have a conversation, but she doesn't. She just keeps walking. They see each other. She just keeps walking. Stuff is going on between them, and I hope it's resolved, but we'll see what happens. As the episode ends, we see Abby and Owen and their group. They basically see the town from afar. They see the lights, and like, you know, stuff is about to go down. You know that Abby has found where Joel is located, and I think stuff is gonna hit the fan. I'm really looking forward to this season. I cannot wait. I personally have not played the games, but I have gotten quite a few spoilers, so I'm already trying to prepare myself for what's gonna happen this season. I love the show so much. I think everyone in the show is so good. Enjoying all the new characters. They're new to me because, again, didn't play the game. I cannot wait to see what happens this season. I'm also just trying to prepare my heart. But what did you think about the season 2 premiere? I really enjoyed it.